Hi there everyone, I'm Daniel. Welcome to this video where I'm going to be teaching you how to install all the necessary extensions and use them in order to cut cards the proper way for a public forum or any kind of debate. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get your extensions. So what you need to do is search in Chrome or any browser, Chrome Web Store Debate Template. And the first two things that pop up are going to be what you need. So the first thing you need is the debate template on Google Workspace Marketplace, so just open that in a new tab, and then here where it says Site Creator, so open that up in a new tab. So for this, you're going to click Install here, and then sign into your account and install it. Shouldn't be too hard. And then the Site Creator, you're going to do the same thing. Of course, I already have it as well, so you're going to click Add to Chrome and add it. Now we're ready to do what we need to do. So I have an example case here. I can just call this, I don't know, high-speed rail AF case, right? And then I have my study, which says high-speed rail increases GDP. And so I have my extensions, which I'll show you how to pull up now. So for the site creator, just click on extensions. You might have a different way if you're in another browser. I use Edge. So then click site creator and then turn it on. Make sure it's on and then remember what this says. So Control-Alt-C. So you'll see that in the bottom right corner, you might have to reload the page for it to show up, but you can see the citation is in the bottom right corner here. So if I want to copy the citation, I just do Control-Alt-C, it turns blue, it copies, and then I'll paste it in my doc right here. So we have our citation right here. So now we have our citation. Now we need to use the debate template. So we're going to click on extensions right here, debate template, and then all the way down here to show sidebar auto. And then we'll see that our sidebar will come up. And I'll show you what all these commands mean. So let's take our article, right? Let's see, we'll take the whole abstract, right? Because we're cutting a card. We don't want to miscut. We don't want to misconstrue evidence. You'll paste it in here, but specifically you want to paste it without formatting. So there's two ways to do that. First, you can use whatever shortcut that is for paste without formatting on your computer. So I think it's Control-Alt-V or Control-Shift-V, I think it is. Control-Shift-V it is. Or if you don't want to do it that way, if you can't remember that, just click Control-V, select the whole thing, and use this clear button on the debate tools, which does it automatically for you. It just gets rid of all of the formatting from the card or whatever text it is. So even if it's kind of crazy, even if there's lots of spaces in between, let's say there's a lot of spaces in between, what you can do is also select all of it, click condense over here, one of your other tools, condense, and then see it just pushes everything together, so now there's no more spaces, right? So sometimes it might not be perfect, you can just fix it. So now we want to cut our card, right? So what's so easy about this is that we just have to emphasize what we want to read. So let's say, I don't know, let's say we want to say, we find the HSR network promoted local GDP by approximately 3 percentage points, because that's very good evidence. We could say HSR helped cities attract more industrial enterprises and achieve more robust industrial output. And, and maybe a little miscutting and benefits local development, right? So let's say that's my card. Now that comes the magic part, right? Click anywhere else on it and click shrink. Boom. So everything else is shrunk, and what I had was highlight. What I had was emphasize. If you want to highlight it, you can do that too with the highlight button, everything else. So now what's next? Now we got to figure out the citation, right? So usually what I like to do is just shrink the whole thing, and I like to, emphasize or click cite here what I want. So of course we want to say UMin 21, so I'm going to just choose that. You got to do the shrink first and then cite. So see, now it's UMin 21 and I have my card. But what's missing is the tag. It's really important that we have tags so that you know what does the card say without having to read it. So I'll click my tag button and I'll write HSR promotes GDP and local economy. And so now we have our cut card and we're good. So there's a couple of other kind of commands here. I don't really find any of the other ones that useful, but you can change your preferences here. You can edit your format options. So, if you don't like the font or if you don't like the italics, you can change these things right here. I'm not going to go into that too much. There's also some other things. For example, you have your timer. So if you're in round, you can do, 3 minutes, whatever you need to do. Some of these are for policy, so an LD, so it doesn't really matter for PF, but you can do those. You can also do a new speech doc. You can create speech docs, or, I don't use these that much, but if you want to try them out, you can. It has a lot of helpful tools. So, and this is really important for a couple of reasons, right? So it's important to have standardized cutting in the community. So if you take a card from Wiki or from something they sent you on email chain or from a teammate, that way you know exactly how to read the card. You can just, Unmin 21 says HSR promotes GDP in local economies. It says we find that HSR network blah blah blah, not paraphrased, not miscut. You can see everything, and that's why it's important to cut cards the same way and like this. So I hope that was helpful. If I missed anything, just let me know, but thank you for watching.